TV. Now, martial arts movies are all the rage these days, but we at the Bell have our own Crouching Tiger. Instead, though, of bare hands, he uses bare facts. With the statistical equivalent of the high hammer kick, it's the mighty Professor John Howson.
Do you know that 2/3 of all new secondary teachers are women?
Whoa! What about that? Unbelievable. You just think nothing's going to happen, and then suddenly straight in the solar plexus with that statistic. And that entertainment, it doesn't stop there, though. For all the knee-jerk initiatives to make teachers relate to pupils on a level they're comfortable with, there remains a gulf of misunderstanding. Yet the answer has been with us for 50 years, ever since little Richard pounded out a wop-bop-a-loop-bop, a wop-bamboo on his old Joanna. The majesty of rock, the pageantry of roll, can turn the most insubordinate little git and grumpy colleague into adoring fans. That's according to my next guest. Please welcome the author of Sex, Leadership and Rock and Roll, Peter Cook. The cheese has to stop there. Peter, give us your message. We've got many gurus, false prophets trailing through these studios telling teachers what to do. Give us your message, if only for us to shoot it out of the air.
Well, as you know, I am a false prophet. My message is have more sex. That's have better relationships with your fellow colleagues. Maybe not the kids. Take more drugs, which is motivate yourself and others and lead the school. And do more rock and roll, which is actually perform.
So, I mean, you've got 300 teachers together to indulge in a musical jam session. What possible use could that be to them?
Well, they're down in the south of England, so, of course, they don't rock down. I can't say, but it's somewhere near Tunbridge Wells. So we had them out for the day on sort of accelerated learning and stuff, and mine was the music lesson. And I said to them, in half an hour, can you rewrite a rock classic around how you can take control of the classroom? And quite surprisingly, only with tea and biscuits, they did.
And was it a very bitter rant from the teachers?
It went a bit bitter at the end, yeah.
Well, you see, I was going to ask you,
It was supposed to be positive.
Well, your book, you see, you're offering kind of models and stuff for teachers to take control of their lives and stuff. But if a teacher's going to be a rock and roller, should they be a whiny Chris Martin type, or should they be, sassy and sexy girls aloud type?
I think it's both. You
can't be both.
Yes, you can.
No.
You've got to bitch with attitude, man. You've got to moan about it in the back room,
yes,
behind the stage, and when you come out on stage with the kids, it's all right.
But maybe you should start off, if you're a teacher, it's against your model, you should be really miserable,
yeah,
and then there won't be any surprises. It's those cheery teachers that are bound to crack and fall,
yeah,
and, cry themselves to sleep.
I worry about all that sort of happiness stuff. And you've got to have the dark side as well.
Now, how can we take seriously a man who, I'm going to get it out because it is a fantastic book, Sex, Leadership and Rock and Roll, but how can you get people to take you seriously if you play in a band called Genital Sparrow?
Well, I'm sure some of the teachers here do things in the evening that they wouldn't like to tell us. Well, shall we test that now?
No, let's not do that. We've guaranteed
that
their
hard
anonymity.
Rock band. But that's like, for me, everyone's got to relax. If you're a teacher, you've got to relax. My relaxation, some people have played golf to relax, but I play the guitar. And I have a
but you can't do it in the middle of a class.
Yeah, you can. I don't think teachers should take the stuff in. They should just sort of...
play air guitar to the class?
That's easier.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've given you a chance to promote your book, and you're making a very flimsy case for it, that has to be said.
Well, I don't mind. People will buy it anyway. Someone told me they like the cover.
All right. Yeah. Excellent. Well, listen, you've brought along your axe,
yes,
as I believe they're still called. Would you like to strap it on, if that's not too forward a request?
I'm a bit worried, because I haven't brought enough amplification.
Right.
These do go up to 11.
Yeah. Well, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. No. I mean, we can easily lay on enough amplification for you. Get the old guitar on, because we're going to...
Are you joining in?
I might do in a moment or two.
Right.
But I want to find out from you the theory behind dissonance, because you know the horrible tuneless records that sad shoe-staring boys have liked after generation. You think that dissonance rather than harmony is the way to become a fantastic teacher and communicator?
Well, if I'm going to sell you the book, I mean, there's a bit in the book about dissonance.
Yeah.
And it points out that, kids really, or adults really don't like things that don't fit in with their world. I mostly spend my time in business where they go, that doesn't fit in with my world. But kids actually are willing to have a go at stuff.
Yeah.
So in the adult world, dissonance is bad. If I just sort of demonstrate, here's a bit of consonance if you're not musical. Now, even most of us probably think that sounds sort of in tune.
It was awful.
Yeah, well, we'll try this. We'll try this for a laugh.
Yeah. Only
it didn't sound quite. I didn't have
only a slight hint of desperation about that, but no, it was definitely discordant.
Yeah.
So what's the theory
What's the
then?
message?
Lead by discord.
Yeah, try and get people to like the unfamiliar. I mean, kids actually are naturally attuned to trying stuff. Adults aren't. So actually, if you're talking about small kids, they like trying stuff that sounds fun, even if it's not kind of organised. And of course, most of the stuff that teachers do is written down in long lists of lesson plans. So lesson plans are all consonant. Good teaching's about actually introducing a hint of something different during the middle of the damn lesson, isn't it?
Right, well, we're all very repressed here in the studio tonight.
So what, sexually or...
I knew you were an old smut merchant. This is a tawdry excuse to parade your vile stories to
Absolutely.
otherwise interested teachers. But on the other hand, we do like to do the job properly, and perhaps we've done it the wrong way, if your book's anything to go by. So could you open us up through the power of rock?
The power of rock?
Yes.
The majesty of rock?
Yes.
Mystery of roll. Are you going to join with this?
I might do.
Yeah.
Are we groping our way towards the bit where we get funny things?
You're a bit of an old drummer yourself, aren't you?
I was, yeah.
You've got to have hair.
Now listen, he brought a couple of eggs along, and
you're going
rather fetching.
You're going for that number, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
I've noticed.
Will they ever commission another series? I doubt it.
Of course they will. I know you're a drummer.
Oh, see, yeah, that was hardly kind of fainting with kind of awe at this chiseled god that has arisen. Thanks to the addition of hair.
Now you are in the school of rock.
It's like Debbie Harry after a bad night.
Thanks.
Well, can I listen? Did you wash these eggs before you brought them, or you haven't tried to hatch them? Have you?
I've put them in disinfectant. Don't lick on them. No.
All right. Anyway, this is the moment when any kind of repressed ideas you had about teaching being an organised sport go out the window. Be prepared to lay yourself open to the spirit here with some lovely non-copyright music. Do you want them to start the rhythm track?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, quite.
Solo.
Oh, exactly.
And you knocked the amp over now,
oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Yay! Yay! Woo.
Musical fusion.
Yes, exactly. Well, God help the poor elephant who donated this organ in order to tonight's proceedings. Thanks to all my guests. Thanks to Peter Cook, to Will... No, it felt better with it on, actually, didn't it? What do you think? Is there should it go for the transplant?
Your bum looks big in that, I have to say.
Exactly. Want to see what it's like on the other side. Thanks to all our guests, to Peter Cook, to Will Randall, to Natalie Haynes, and to James Cracknell. And if you're worried about your own physique after seeing the god Cracknell in action, I leave you with the wise words of Spinal Tap's David St. Hubbins. The bigger the cushion, the better the pushing. Good night.
Not quite what you were looking for? Well, we have more than 1,000 programmes on our website for you to have a look at free. There's sure to be something there for you at www.